After a billion-dollar hailstorm hits an area, your focus should be on running your business, not on insurance claims. We have helped streamline the insurance process for hundreds of roofing contractors across the U.S., and we can do it for yours too. Visit us online at c3adjusters.com and learn how we can help you save time and get claims paid faster.
Good afternoon, Hail Stalkers. Lead meteorologist Sean Shoki here for our daily 12 p.m. hail forecast, sponsored by C3 Group and Merlin Law Group. You can check out both of their pages in the description below here on Facebook. Go like their page, maybe send them a message, say how awesome they are, whatever you want to put it in there. Thanks a ton for always sponsoring our videos and our crazy storm chasing. You need some help with the new website and the app. I know it's been live for a few months now, but hey, you know what? If you haven't been really using us too much recently, your area might be getting into the risk zone pretty soon here, and you haven't logged on since last year and everything's different. Don't worry, we can help you guys out and get a training set up and ready to go. So, as you probably saw in the title today, things have changed pretty drastically from this time yesterday. I was talking about, if you watched this yesterday, I was talking about this chance of some outside potential here in Oklahoma. And lo and behold, between this time yesterday and now, things have really ramped up. It's really looking like we're actually going to see some severe weather today. Things are warm and muggy and hazy sunshine here in Edmond, Oklahoma. So it's really looking like we could see some storm. Now, Oklahoma City, I say 20% chance we could see some hail. Tulsa, you just got put into a moderate risk by the Storm Prediction Center, along with Joplin. Unfortunately, today is the 8-year anniversary of that terrifying Joplin tornado, and you are at risk for tornadoes again today. It's really looking like after about 2 o'clock or so, we're going to see some storms form, potentially southwest of Oklahoma City. With the way things have been trending, I've been leaning towards, yes, I think a couple storms are going to form to the west of Oklahoma City, possibly move through Oklahoma City, and any storms that stay isolated today could have up to 3-inch hail. And more likely, even if storms don't form over here, there will be storms that form and move through the general Tulsa metro area. We'll see if they actually impact Tulsa. Tulsa seems to be a very hard target to hit with big-time hail, but I'm putting it at that 25%. You're the hot spot for today. 25% as well for Joplin, Missouri, where same idea. Everywhere on I-44, pretty much from, I'd say, Chickasha up to about maybe Columbia. I know that gets away from I-44, but anywhere in there you could see some very large hail with the biggest thunderstorms. Thunderstorms are going to be training. There's probably quite a bit of flooding as well, which there already has been flooding. It's only going to get worse, adding insult to injury. So anywhere after about 2 o'clock p.m. through about 10 o'clock tonight, big-time storms are possible anywhere on I-44, up to 3-inch hail, maybe tornadoes, some of which may be strong if they lash onto a boundary or anything, and major flooding, a big concern for this evening. That hail risk might extend to Kansas City. It depends on how far a warm front gets there. I'm only at a 5%. I think it's not going to quite make it to the Kansas City area before storms fire. 10% for Columbia, and I'm paying attention over here as well. Chicago, you're not at my risk right now, but that might actually change as the afternoon goes on if storms can meander the way over there. I think Lake Michigan might have some other things to say. So I'm keeping you out of the risk right now because Lake Michigan might keep things at bay. 2% for Milwaukee, a little further north. That hail will be more marginal. And there is a chance a couple storms form in Ohio today. 2% chance, maybe up to some half-dollar size hail with that. So here's what the models are showing. This is the HRRR model. This one's been very consistent, showing a couple of rounds of severe thunderstorms moving through the Oklahoma City metro. A little concerning, but I'm not going all in like I did on Monday, but we're watching super carefully. If storms form, you guys know, over by like the Newcastle area or anything, we could see some pretty nasty storms. And you can see Tulsa getting hit multiple times on that one, and even over by Joplin as well. So we'll be watching very carefully. I'll be out chasing today with Derek, so it could be dual live coverage, I guess, between just talking about the storms and also being chasing. So it looks like, again, these storms, this has been very consistent here all along I-44, this area, storms racing to the northeast. So we'll have to just kind of wait and see how this all plays out. Hopefully, fingers crossed, no major tornadoes today and just some big time hail. So moving on to tomorrow, I actually have 2 areas of risks And surprisingly, one of the ones that has my attention is in the Northeast. It looks like Pennsylvania, New York, parts of Maryland, even possibly as far south as Northern Virginia. We could see some up to 2-inch hail. A lot of supercells are being progged to show up there. So I would not be surprised we have a decent amount of storms in the Northeast tomorrow. And we also have a pretty good chance of some big time hail out in the Texas Panhandle again and into Kansas. We have up to 3-inch hail possible with any big time storms that happen there. Might extend as far east as Wichita, Amarillo, Lubbock, Odessa. Rinse and repeat, you're at risk again for big time hail for the bajillionth time so far this year. Should stay to the west of Oklahoma City. Could see some other storms also form, nowhere near as big of hail possibility for Kansas City and for St. Louis. So yes, Derek, I was like, that is for today, the risks that I just showed before for Oklahoma. So, just west of, yes, Kansas City, you are definitely having a hard time getting some storms. And Dallas, are not in any of these risks for the next 2 days. So here we are, here's the risk for tomorrow. You can see storms forming fairly early, and then a lot of these storms back here in the Texas Panhandle definitely pose a risk for some really big hail. And this stuff is no joke, no slouch either. So we see, again, that's where storms for tomorrow into the evening. And we also have, this is the area in the Northeast. I mean, look at this tomorrow. This is very unusual. That's a lot of supercells. I mean, again, I grew up in this area of the country, and this has only happened a couple times. So we could actually see some pretty big storms. I mean, that shows Philadelphia, which is crazy. I know this will change, but we'll have to keep a very close eye on Pennsylvania and areas of the Northeast tomorrow, where they could have some pretty big storms. It's very anomalous for this time for that part of the country. So yeah, come on Maryland, yeah, all right. Good, we got a Maryland watcher in here. And that's all I got for today. I've been kind of focused in on trying to figure out where we're gonna target for chasing. There's a lot of flood roads in Oklahoma. We don't wanna get ourselves stuck. So we're a little focused more on that, and then how today was very quickly evolving. So we are focusing mostly on today and into tomorrow. No 5-day forecast. It looks like the risks continue into the weekend as well. So make sure you follow us, hit see first. Friday could be a very interesting day in the Great Lakes region. Just a little tease there, I guess. And we'll do any updates, any live coverage of anything if we're storm chasing or if anything moves into a city, of course, as usual. Probably be in the truck, maybe not the greatest cell service, but I'll try my damnedest to get you guys good coverage for any big storms. What time is this timeline for landing in Joplin? Anytime after about 4 or 5 p.m. through about 10 p.m. What about Saturday in Kansas City? I'm not. Yes. Oh yeah. Kansas City is in the risk for Saturday, so that is definitely a possibility. Again, I haven't looked too far out in multiple days. Trying to do double duty here with other stuff. So, can you show radar for Milwaukee? Oh yeah, I did not actually have that in there, did I? 1 second, guys. I can bring that up. Just let me do a couple refreshes. Go over here, do that. There you go, guys, I can show you. Again, I'm probably not showing a whole lot. Yeah, just a couple, you can see a couple storms trying to go up in the evening hours after about 8 or 9 p.m. and then that activity moving through. So that's what we're thinking for Wisconsin and Madison, too far to your east. It'd definitely be like Milwaukee area would be what we're thinking. Yeah, no problem, Joel. Definitely. And of course, if you live in the areas that are at risk today, as I always say in terms of days with tornado risk, you can, of course, you're more than welcome to watch our coverage, but especially since I'll be chasing as well. The cell service may not be very reliable, and we don't focus too hard on the tornado risk. So if you're at risk of tornado, you got tornado warnings, put your local news on, and they're definitely going to be better equipped for that kind of coverage. So that's what I was seeing. Again, not too much in the Milwaukee area for today. I don't know if any other questions have come in while you're watching. Cincinnati, that'd be tomorrow, more likely than today. It's up the I-35 corridor, everything northwest of us pretty consistently this season. Yeah, the lack of drought has made it so everything can kind of push a little further west. Dry line stays out west. Yeah, nothing for Dallas. Okay, that's it. When is Plano going to get? Didn't Plano get a storm already this year? Anyway, okay. Whoop. Just wrap this up. Give us a call, email us, or visit our website, hailtrace.com. I promise I will try to make updates in the Hail Trace Instagram today with any chasing we'll be doing. Hopefully flooded roads don't stunt our chase quite a bit. Hopefully we see some cool stuff for you guys, punch some big time hail. Stay tuned for that. We'll give you guys updates. If not, we'll post videos after the fact. So have a great rest of your day, everyone. We'll be back with live coverage, if we'll probably be in the truck, and maybe it'll be live storm chase coverage mixed with live coverage. We'll see how things play out. Keep an eye on the skies. Make sure you tune into local news channels if, in worst case scenario, a big time tornado moves through where you live. And have a great rest of your day, everybody.